Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Retro Gamers Podcast, episode number 319. Larry here.
And Anthony here.
And what is going on, sir? Have you officially recovered from the Connecticut Gaming and Anime Expo?
Yeah, no, I think I recovered as of today. It took like a whole week.
You did, right?
It took about a whole week, but I finally recovered. And I feel like we're starting to do this little tradition of we're in person one week and then we can't stand each other the next week, so we do it over Zoom.
That's how you feel? Okay, now I know.
Well, I think that's how you feel too, because I don't see us in person.
Rude. Well, that's true, and seeing how I won't be around next weekend, I'm trying to get
Funny how that happens.
Possible.
How convenient.
Hey, check the calendar, folks. It comes around every year. We'll talk about
that's
that
okay.
later.
Normally, when I disappear, it's usually 2 weeks in a row. It's like
you take a lot longer. This is correct.
Yeah,
but I digest.
But I can't help. I can't help it. I have more important things going on.
You do actually. So no, but yeah, it was last week our special edition with the Connecticut Gamer and Anime Expo. Awesome. We'll be back for 2024. I want to say it's March 9th and 10th of 2024, but we got way more time to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely tried out some cool games, the ones that I picked up. I've been playing my Mario Brothers, my 40-year-old Mario Brothers Game & Watch.
And it works well?
Oh my God, yeah, put the batteries in, it works like a charm. I don't see any issues in the screen.
Nice.
I have it over, I didn't bring it over. But yeah, it looks beautiful. So
very cool. That's awesome.
Very cool. And I also did this. Now I know you don't have it readily with you, but I did study it. And of course no one responded, but that's okay. I figured out the puzzle on the Classic Concentration cover.
Oh, good. I've been watching Classic Concentration this week to study it, and I still didn't bother. All right. So what is it? Something my something.
Hang tight because it's going backwards for me. Yes. Okay. Me, hand,
right?
M plus I, me and my
shadow.
And then shadow. Me and my shadow.
Ooh. There you go.
And this was a rental. I just noticed this. This was a rental from, what is that from? Fantasy Rental, Video Game and Music Mania.
And where were they located?
Wait, Fantasy.
Does it have their address?
No, it's faded. That's faded. So,
and since you bring up video rentals, Blockbuster. Blockbuster, as we all know, the famous video rental store.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yep.
Their website is active.
So I saw something about this, but I thought there was going to be a Super Bowl commercial, which I don't remember.
No, but it's a Blockbuster logo, and it says on the bottom, "We are working on rewinding your movie."
Interesting.
So nobody knows what it means.
Tell me that one store in like Buck, Oregon, or whatever it is, the last one surviving, actually made enough of a hit. Well, it kind of did, because Blockbuster had a great documentary on Netflix.
Yep. Yes, they did.
And then they had a terrible show called Blockbuster.
Yes, they also did.
So they ran the gambit very fast.
Well, Netflix tried to cash in on it really quickly, and I guess they didn't do such a good job. So.
All right, well, we'll see what happens there, but that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
But so Classic Concentration,
very cool. It just makes me want to play Classic Concentration, but it also makes me want a revival of the game show so I can go on it.
What famous actor would host? Because as we mentioned before,
I don't know.
No one really does it anymore.
Me.
That was my dream when I was a child.
I remember that you would talk about your dream job would be a game show host, and I'm like, you could still be. You just have to become a famous movie star first.
My poor great grandmother would get up out of her chair to play fake Family Feud with me. Oh my gosh.
I never did that. I just played the video games.
Well, my grandparents had an oval shaped art piece in their living room that was shaped like the board.
Oh, okay.
And then she would get up. I mean, this poor woman, God bless her, obviously long gone, but she would get up and just inch her way over to the coffee table it was only the two of us.
Yeah.
It's not like there was anyone else playing, to do the fast money, not the fast money, the showdown or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Or maybe bullseye. Remember they had the bullseye
Oh, I
round
remember
for a little while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Bullseye version made it into the Super Nintendo game.
I was just gonna ask. I don't remember ever seeing it in a video game, but
Yeah, the Super Nintendo, because I had the Super Nintendo
okay,
version, and I remember the Bullseye round in the beginning.
okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, then again, I don't think I really played Family Feud much. That was one of the lesser
Mm,
game show
I
games.
if there was a game show released as a video game, I owned it or rented it repeatedly.
Did you have win, lose, or draw?
I did. I do.
Very good.
I still do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we had a great time last week at GamerCon, and then just some other things I want to mention real quick. After almost, and next month would be 2 years. 2 years after placing my initial order, I finally got some brand new Dreamcast games.
Oh yeah, you had mentioned
Brand
this.
new.
Very nice.
And it was
What'd you
funny
get?
too. And
What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get?
I got, and they're all shooters. They're all shoot 'em ups, of course.
Okay.
And when I say
Your favorite?
brand, oh yeah, when I say brand new, meaning they were created like within the last 3 years.
Mhm.
Now be careful. Older model Dreamcast apparently won't run these,
Oh, interesting.
so it's like newer models. I think I have that right.
Mm-hmm.
If not, vice versa. Anyway, I picked up Battle Crush. Excuse me, Battle Crust.
Okay.
Battle Crust. All right.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, no, very cool.
Cool.
This one I actually haven't tried yet. This isn't getting a chance to. This is the only non-shooter. This is more of a beat 'em up.
What's it called?
Gangroo.
Ganryu.
Gangryu.
Yeah. Ganryu.
Yeah.
Very nice. Ganryu.
Very cool. This game is amazing because it is such a, I don't know if it's based on an actual anime, but for me it feels like Voltron.
Ah, Volkaiser.
Supercharged robot Volkaiser.
Hi. You want to
And
be on the show?
Hello, Snoo. And it plays
very nice.
And it also like it even plays like it's from the 70s. It's got like this overlay that's like staticky, almost like an old 70s cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course the big one, because I picked up the sequel for the 3DS, which for me technically is the last new 3DS game I ever picked up.
Okay.
The original Andro Dunos.
Ah, very nice.
A spectacular shoot 'em up.
Cool. All right.
So all four of those working great. My VMU not working as well. So
well, you know where to send it.
I do. So I might have to pick one, or I just might go old school, just pick up a normal card because I think I'm getting like a high-end VMU coming soon. So
yeah, I believe I have my original VMU and then just a standard memory card because I never used the VMU, like, you know what I mean, for what it was meant to be used for.
I think I played the from Sonic. The Chocobos is from Final Fantasy, whatever they were called. Oh man, I forgot what they were called.
The Chocobos for Final Fantasy, yes.
Yeah, but the ones from Sonic,
okay.
You would raise them on the VMU. So,
oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think that's as far as new stuff, compared to last week. That's pretty much the newest things that I got, which are very cool.
Very cool. Did not. Did I buy anything? No, I didn't buy anything new. Well, I did buy on Steam because I'm building my Steam Deck collection.
Nice.
So last week I bought there's a website, I think Fanatical Games it's called, and sometimes they do like they'll post things from Humble Bundle, but it was like a mystery bundle. So it was like
weird.
So like you pay like $1, $5, or $10, you get like X number of games. So I paid like $10 and I got like 20 random games.
Okay.
Which was cool. Most of them I haven't heard of. One of them is going to probably be my new simulating obsession. Boy. So I'll be moving on from power washing to lawn mowing.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Fair enough.
We'll see how that goes. I mean, I don't know how many ways you can lawn mow. I'm assuming I'm wondering if like you do like a lawnmower thing and you're like making pictures on.
That's what I'm thinking. Like when they like in a baseball field.
Mm-hmm.
It's all done with lawnmowers. Like when they have the different stripes.
Right. So I'm wondering if that's what it's going to be like, but I haven't tried it yet because I've been very busy playing. I don't know why. I just got on a kick this week. I think it's because at GamerCon I picked up the homebrew Legend of. Oh, I just knocked my headphones out. So give
Again,
me a
this is the
moment.
second time you've done this.
Yeah, but I need a longer cord.
So
Don't go Bluetooth. Do not go Bluetooth.
I know I plugged it in the wrong thing, so
oh
I
boy.
can still hear you. Hold on one second.
That's what she said.
Technical difficulties.
So
Gentle Ben, we'll be
Wow,
right back.
I still hit the wrong.
What are you doing? How about you look at it?
I'm a
Stop
little
trying to be.
off.
there we go. Maybe back in my ears where you belong. But you know, I picked up that homebrew Legend of Zelda
Yes.
Outlands for
Gorgeous copy.
for NES. Great copy. But it's kind of like a direct sequel to the OG's Legend of Zelda.
It's kind of like unofficial Zelda 3.
Yeah, well, ish. It happens like right after. It's like a side story after the first Zelda, but before Adventures of Link. So I picked it up, and it made me want to go back and play the original Zelda before I played Outlands.
Okay.
So I went on Nintendo Switch Online for the first time in probably a year.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
And I started playing through OG Zelda. I have to say it was probably the best run I've ever done in the game, because normally, like, Legend of Zelda is my go-to game when I just feel like playing something that I'm very familiar with and that I've beaten before. So I played through it. I only died twice the whole time I played through it.
Not bad at all.
No, and the 2 times I died were in level 9.
That's really not bad at all.
So yeah, like I ran through that game like nothing. And then the other thing, which I thought was really cool, because normally when I get to level 9 is full of different passages and stuff, so it's easy to get lost. And sometimes I've gotten caught in it where I feel like I'm going in circles. So it's the one level where I'll go online and look at the map just to kind of.
And it's shaped like a skull, right? If I remember correctly.
It's shaped like a skull.
Yeah.
I think this was the first time I got through level 9. Didn't look it up.
Nice.
And I found everything. I found the red ring, I found the silver arrow, and beat Ganon. No problem.
Awesome.
So that was really cool. So
cool. It's always good to go back to an old favorite.
Yeah. Well, and now I started playing the second quest, which I've never completed. I still to this day have not completed second quest. So I started it, and then Rich, one of our friends, Rich, he's been on the podcast. He was saying how like he beat the second quest, but he had to go online, use a ton of maps and stuff like that. So now like I'm determined to play through the second quest without any help.
Okay.
And it's challenging. It's definitely challenging.
I can only imagine. Have you ever tried to deep dive into the second quest before?
I've never so far,
like a serious attempt.
Yeah, and so far every time I've played second quest, I've usually played the first 2 dungeons and then I just stop.
Okay.
I don't know, not because it's too hard. I just stop.
I get it.
So I started the second quest.
And this is your second quest. It's not like you type in Zelda to jump to the second quest.
No. So obviously I beat the first one. Now I went into the second one on the same save.
Cool.
So I am 3 dungeons in now. So
okay.
Beat the first 3, and I've only found, how like there are extra hearts on the board that you can find to build your level. I found 1 extra heart so far. Because they've moved everything around, they've changed so much that it's just harder to find things.
Yep.
So I've definitely been struggling with locations of stuff, but I'm making my way. Like I found the blue ring. I've already bought the blue ring.
Oh wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And what I like is that they changed so much of it. There's no way you can play through the first one and then ease your way into the second. It's completely different.
So it feels like that's really cool. Yeah, I got one day. I might just jump into it with the Zelda name, but I've never even bothered to attempt the second quest. So
no, a lot of people don't, and there's nothing wrong with that. But like, I feel like for somebody who's been like OG Zelda is always like my go-to, always been my favorite game.
Yeah.
So I'm actually surprised that all these years I haven't completed the second quest. So now I'm like determined to finish it.
What I'm reaching for right now is because I have the Zelda GameCube bonus discs.
Yes.
One of them had Oh, this is what it was. The Ocarina of Time Master Quest was on one of the days. This is what I was thinking of as
Yes.
well. So
Mhm.
you ever tried this one? Because this is, again, is like the second quest, if you will.
No,
Um,
and I've never done that either, and I want to do that. Like all these things, like I'm like, they made all of these extra things, and I've never really played through them. Now I want to play through them.
yeah, right.
So,
Can't even imagine going through. I mean, Ocarina of Time was such a great game, but it's so immersive.
oh yeah,
Even thinking about doing it
absolutely.
twice. It's like Ghosts and Goblins.
Well, and that's what it is too, because Ocarina is so long. Like
Mhm.
the idea of starting it over, like, but granted, when that came out, I mean, it came out years later, so the idea is like you've
Oh
been
no, of course,
separated
yeah,
from it for a while.
yeah.
So yeah, so like, I'm definitely on a Zelda kick now.
Good.
There's another thing I've wanted, like I've said this for a while now. I've always wanted to go back and play through the games in story order, not
Ooh.
chronological release, but
I
story
gotcha.
order.
I gotcha.
Because the Legend of Zelda Encyclopedia offers, a full timeline, including the 3 alternate timeline splits. So
Stupid splits.
I know. So I've always wanted to do that, and I think I'm maybe gearing up for like a big deep dive into Zelda now.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, so that could be fun.
All right, cool. Have you been? Well, I guess that really has been your focus. Then has been Zelda this week.
Yeah, I
right.
haven't really played much else. I mean, I played
Conserving water.
I played a little. I played a little more of Hogwarts Legacy.
Okay. I just read something somewhere that they say like only 25, only a quarter of the players have actually completed that game.
Well, it's a big world.
Yeah, that's
it's a big
apparently,
world.
so.
I haven't completed it yet, but because I keep doing all the side quests. So
Save those for later.
yeah, but I'm close to finishing it. I think I'm like 78% done with the main story.
All right, cool.
So I'm close.
Cool. I actually, so I've been on and off with the Metroid series.
Yep.
And I've been playing Metroid Prime Remastered. I mean, again, fantastic game. I'm finally up to the final, what I'm pretty sure is the final boss.
Okay.
And it is kicking my butt left and right. So I'm like, you know what? I'll leave you alone for a little while. You sit there, think about it. I'll think about it. Maybe we'll just leave everything as is. And I figured I'd go and now start Fusion.
Oh, of course.
Let remasters sit for a little while.
Okay.
So I started Fusion on the Switch, the Game Boy Advance online.
Mm-hmm.
So meaning from scratch.
Right.
And I played it not long. I'm playing through it. I'm like, it's great to play on the television. Don't get me wrong. But like, do I want to invest another few hours that I know I've already invested into the 3DS because I have it on the 3DS?
Mm-hmm.
So with everything going on with the as of recording, the pending closure, as of this episode dropping, the closure as of the day before,
Mm-hmm.
with the eShop on the 3DS and the Wii U, I went on the 3DS trying to frantically find some gems, right?
Right.
And then I not that I forgot, but I'm like, let me see how far I am into Fusion on my 3DS, and I was like 2.5 hours in already.
Okay.
So I'm like, you know what?
Nice.
Let me just continue on the Let me continue on the 3DS. So I've actually been playing. Now I picked up again Fusion. Finally got past the stupid spider.
Okay.
Finally. Oh my gosh. Now I'm getting my butt kicked in other parts of the game, but I'm progressing through that. So hopefully I'll be done with that soon. I think I'm about to hit 3 hours on that one. I'm almost at a full day on Metroid Prime.
Wow.
Yeah, I was going great, and then just at one point just stopped, and I just didn't know what to do next.
Yeah, those things happen.
And a lot of backtracking.
Mm-hmm.
So this week I've been focused on Fusion, and that's
right.
Yeah, that's
cool.
basically about it.
Very cool.
That's the gaming this week.
Nice.
And speaking of which, actually, you know what? Since I already mentioned it, just to touch on it, because I've been I use the word frantic, but let me take that back a little bit. So again, with the sunsetting of the eShop on the 3DS and the Wii U,
Mm-hmm.
two systems I love. I still think the Wii U is underrated. It just didn't get as much love from Nintendo.
Right.
I still think it had some gems on it. But there's also a lot of good games that were like eShops exclusives. And there's, that one guy who bought literally everything and it costs. He did it in a year, and it cost him like $23,000 or something.
Yep.
Like, you know what? I'll invest $100. Actually, I'll invest $99 into this project.
Okay.
$99 because Nintendo. So you can't use your credit card on, and now again, folks, if you're listening afterwards, I'm talking present day as of the recording, so I can still technically do this.
Yeah.
You can't use your credit card to purchase games on the eShop for the 3DS or the Wii U.
Okay.
You have to nor can you load points through the 3DS or the Wii U. But there's a way around it. If you link your accounts with your Switch account, you can load up, you can buy eShop credits and load that up, and then it'll copy over. And then you just use the credits. And anything left over I can use on the Switch anyway. So I did that, and Nintendo they have like a $5, $10, like $5 increments of eShop cards until 99. There's no $100 card. It's a Donkey Kong $99 card.
That makes no
sense. I don't know why. But so I
bought
it.
Did the extra digit like cost? I don't know.
More ink. I don't know. So I bought a digital one on Amazon, loaded it up, and just kind of started going through stuff where I thought $99 was going to go very quickly. I think I still got like $40 left.
Oh, wow.
And I'm downloading stuff. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, I'm assuming you're looking online for like,
yes.
There are plenty of articles like talking about hidden gems on there or things you can only get in the eShop. No,
exactly.
Not physical.
Exclusives, hidden. And there's a reason why they're called hidden gems. They're hidden.
Yeah.
So some games I picked up, and I got my 3DS here. And I've already had a ton of games on it to begin with. I'm debating, and of course the viewing and listening audience can't help anymore. But I'm debating picking up some of the classic 3D titles because when the 3DS came out, they converted like Excite Bike, Kirby's Adventure, Twin Bee, and a couple other ones as a 3D, still the original games, but in 3D.
Okay.
So I don't know. I might go back buy a couple of those. I did pick up really only one actual game on the 3DS. It's the Sega 3D Classics Collection, which has a bunch of Sega games like Sonic, Afterburner, and a couple other games. Again, in 3D. So I picked that up. I picked up a game called Metroid Prime Blast Ball. Rich, I wonder if you have this thing. This is free. This game was free.
Nice.
It's basically
that doesn't help you pay off your
no, it doesn't, but still. It's basically Rocket League, but Metroid.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Picking up some random Game Boy games from the Virtual Console. Maru's Mission is an interesting one. And then I was finding some DSi because if you remember, the original DS came out, and then it was DSi. So I picked up a game called Galaxy Saver and Z1, which are both shooters, if you will. Okay. Not necessarily side scrollers, but shooters.
Cool.
So not a ton. Oh, and also one final thing I picked up here, which you should look into this. I know you don't have a Game Gear, but it's pretty interesting. On the Game Gear, it's a game called Vampire: Master of Darkness.
Ooh.
It's a platform game. It's pretty interesting.
Okay.
Capcom has a bunch of their games on wicked sales, like $3 for Resident Evil or something.
Oh wow. Yeah. I mean, because it's only one more day.
Nintendo still has everything at full price.
Right. Well, of course.
So I'm debating back and forth about the 3D for some of the games, like Kid Icarus. Why am I saying that wrong?
I don't know.
No, I'm saying it right. Kid Icarus. Yeah, it sounded like I was saying it wrong. I can do that.
I just normally assume you always say things wrong. Rude. Since Sega.
It's just Sega. What dare you?
Terrible.
And then, of course, not to be left out, but my Wii U. And the Wii U
do the eShop credits transfer from the 3DS to the Wii U, or you had to buy?
No, it's all the same. It's all
the same.
It's all linked, and it's the same credit I have on the Switch now as well. It's the same amount.
Oh, you know what? And now that you mention it, I have my Wii U hooked up. I wonder if I should pop in there today because this is Sunday.
Yeah,
and grab a few things.
Yeah, I mean, definitely as far as like Wii U. Now the Wii U is where I really started going digital. So like Hyrule Warriors, I already own the 2 NES remixes. I'm sure a lot of these you already have on disc.
NES remixes I have. I don't have Hyrule Warriors. Actually, I was looking for a physical copy of that.
Okay.
But now I think on the Switch they have a dual version of Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, like a 2-pack?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that and the Calamity Ages.
Age
or
of
whatever that was
Calamity.
called.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Calamity. Yeah.
so I downloaded a game called Captain U on the Wii U. There he is.
Are you the captain?
Well, I guess so. You are the captain now. But not much else. I did pick up a couple of Game Boy Advance games.
Okay.
Drill Dozer, which is supposed to be really good from Japan, and Pocky and Rocky with Becky.
Oh, okay.
Pocky and Rocky was a great platformer. So that just kind of continues the story.
Very cool.
If you do get anything, and
Yeah.
if you do log on, what I just do?
I don't know.
I recommend Mega Man and Bass
Oh, okay.
for the Game Boy Advance. So
Cool.
definitely well worth it. But for me, now I'm debating it would be more like, am I going to download Wii games? Because you can download some Wii games. So,
all right, that's fair.
But yeah, so not much on my Wii U, but definitely I'm downloading a lot on 3DS. And we'll see what happens. Oh, there's one more game on 3DS.
Well, now I just immediately just did a search online, and I'm getting 23 best Wii U games to download before they're gone. And
a game I downloaded on 3DS, Soul of Darkness. If anyone has Soul of Dark, side note, this is what I love about 3DS. So that's what the 3DS screen has the game logo spinning like that.
Yep.
But because of the microphone, if you scream into the microphone, you can speed up. Basically, the idea is
it's kind of funny.
it spins faster. So the little nuances. So yeah, so that's where I'm at with my closure of the eShop.
Well, I'll throw these two at you because I'm just looking at this list, and you may like these. 2 Capcom arcade beat 'em ups are on the Wii U eShop.
Okay.
Dungeons and Dragons, Tower of Doom, and Shadow over Mystara.
Oh, I forgot about those.
Yeah, so they're saying that this release, which was also on PS3, 360, and Steam, is the only semi-modern official way to play these titles because they were not part of the Capcom beat 'em up bundle.
No, they were not
on Switch. So that may be something to grab on the Wii U eShop, because unless you have your PS3 or 360 hooked up. I can always grab them on Steam, but now I'm thinking, maybe I'll get them on the Wii U.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So
all right, I'll have to check that out.
Just a thought.
So I
love me some Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, right. Little D&D. Got how that song goes.
No. That's something completely different.
Stephen Wright.
You spelled it wrong.
This is true. All right. So with that, you know what? We're about probably halfway through the episode at this point. And where can people kind of chime in with us to let us know what games they maybe were able to snag right at the last second before the doors closed on the eShop?
Well, if you guys want to chat us up and let us know what you grabbed, you can find us on Facebook.com/RetroGamersPodcast, on Instagram @RetroGamersPodcast, on Twitter @RetroGamersPod. You can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. You can watch us on YouTube @RetroGamersPodcast, or you can email us at email@theretrogamers.com.
Yes. Awesome. Good stuff.
Ta-da.
All right. Yes. Oh, all right. So, a couple, just one thing I want to mention real quick. Those, the Dreamcast games that I purchased from Pixel Heart, pixelheart.eu.
Very nice.
French company. So
very nice.
All right. So, again, it's that time of year, which I kind of enjoy, two parts, because this is the first half of it, then the later half will happen around May.
Yep.
Beginning of May. But the Strong, now that you're here, we should take a trip up there. The Strong National Museum of Play, which is in Rochester, New York.
Yes.
Has I'm guessing it's the official home now of the Video Game Hall of Fame.
Yes, it's right in our backyard.
Absolutely. Like 3 blocks over, but yeah, in our backyard.
3 blocks over, but road trip.
Absolutely. And around now is when they announced the finalists, not the inductees, but the finalists for the 2023 Video Game Hall of Fame.
Yes, very exciting. And I know you you kind of gave me. Normally, what we do with these is you give me the rundowns live and get my reactions to them. I know we ran through the list. I think we ran through the list last week when we were at GamerCon, but I can say pretty safely that I forgot almost all of them.
Thank you for paying attention when we're talking. That was off air too. I know.
Yeah, off
it.
No. I definitely paid
I
attention.
was finally found something to talk to you about when we're not doing this, and you've completely forgotten.
Well, normally we save all the video game related conversation for this, but
this is true.
Yeah,
we were having lunch.
Right, we were having lunch, and as a result, I completely forgot. I can't even remember what I had for lunch.
Well, good. So with that being said, let's run through it. It's for 12 finalists.
Okay.
And we'll just get right into it. Here we go. The public voting has closed. So the public voting has closed. Finalists will be announced, I want to say, first week of May.
You mean the winners?
Excuse me, the inductees. Yes.
Inductees. Yeah.
Inductees. All right, here we go. Age of Empires. Okay. Age of Empires released 1997.
It's a good choice.
Yes, on the PC. I mean, I think on many platforms. Let's see. It was created by Ensemble Studios, and I'm just quoting the website here. Infused historical scenarios with turn-based and real-time strategy elements, allowing players to reimagine the rise of civilization.
Nice.
A game we talked about actually a couple of weeks ago, Angry Birds, 2009.
Yeah, and I wonder if that had anything to do with Angry Birds getting rebranded.
Probably, right? And as we've learned over the years, I mean, I'm giving the year when the game came out, but a year usually doesn't have the full, like a lot of these Hall of Fames, like you got to be like retired for X number of years or have an album out for like 25 years. This is just like almost how popular the game is. All right, next from 1996, Barbie fashion designer.
I have no comment on that one. I have no idea why that's on the list. I've never played it. Larry, how was that game?
I enjoyed the hell out of it. Published by Digital Domain and Mattel Media, basically for a time where all these games, remember 1996, I mean, everything was geared towards us.
Yes.
Towards the male demographic.
Male dominated.
They're like, you know what? Let's get Barbie out. And trust me, she's had some games, most of which were some stinkers.
Yes.
But this was one of the first ones that really, I guess, especially girls, attracted themselves to on the PC.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Miss Pac-Man was kind of lonely for a while, and then she got Carmen Sandiego and Samus from Metroid, and it was quiet for a while.
From 2007, Activision's Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Yeah, I can't speak to Call of Duty. It is definitely not my kind of game, but I have a nephew who's obsessed with them.
This game took this franchise, which I personally love, when the franchise was mostly focused on World War II, and brought it obviously into the modern era, hence Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare. See, what they should have done is brought Modern Warfare to World War II to see how that would work.
Can you imagine? That'd be weird. Be very. What was that movie? The last. Nope. Don't remember. Okay. Out of 1971, the oldest game in this list, a Nutting Associates Computer Space.
Computers. Okay, so I remember you mentioning this one specifically because first thought in my head was, how did this not go in year one? Because it was like the first game, and two, this should be a shoo-in from this list.
It should be. It definitely took its inspiration from Space War, which is 1962, and that's already in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I believe Computer Space might have been even the literal first coin-operated game. Like Pong, made their way into the public, the first really public one.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but this one's the first coin-operated. Okay, the series FIFA International Soccer.
Soccer is huge. The FIFA series has been like an annual game nonstop for how many years now? Like 25, 30?
Oh, a long time.
Yeah, it's been very long for a while.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is
not that I'm a soccer player.
Football. It is the most popular sports game franchise of all time.
That's saying a lot. Well, I mean, globally, no question.
No, of course.
You got to think about it globally. Yeah.
I'm starting to get into Major League Soccer here in the U.S.
Yes, you had mentioned that last weekend. We were talking about that, and I was just like, okay.
Actually, a friend of ours, Brandon, over there, who's done some stuff with Victims and Villains, he got me into it.
Oh, very nice.
Okay, up next, 1997, and a game that was recently re-released for the Switch and the Xbox. We're talking about GoldenEye 007.
GoldenEye, very monumental game in the video game history books. And still a game I haven't played.
This has got to be a shoo-in, so we'll see what happens.
You would think.
You know what? I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I feel like the TV show really got this one going. 2013's The Last of Us.
Yeah, The Last of Us has definitely been making waves between the TV show, now the remastered version. And I just finished, actually, I just watched the last episode this week.
Oh yeah.
And it was like it gives me, like, watching the show gave me video game flashbacks. Like, I was flashing back to the game and I'm like, wow, they really did a good job like capturing the moments from the video game in the show, but still not sacrificing the quality of the show.
Yeah, right.
So
still cannot get into the show. I'm not saying it was bad. I just couldn't get into it.
That's okay.
All right. The series first released in 1999, and to me, I think helped out the Dreamcast at the time. The NBA 2K series.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Probably one of the only basketball games I ever put
honestly
into in an arcade.
Same with me. Yeah, I played on the PS2. Nope. That was
wait, you're
ESPN
saying
basketball.
The 2K series? I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Sorry.
We're both thinking ESPN.
No, actually, NBA. I think NBA 2K I have on the Dreamcast. Because there were two. No, I think I have all three sports games on the Dreamcast: NFL 2K, NHL 2K, NBA 2K.
I mean, 2K series also. This is specifically NBA 2K.
NBA
still going strong today. So
yeah.
1.6 million daily active users as of June of 2018. I know it's a few years ago, but still, heck of a number.
That's great.
1996's ID Software's very famous game, Quake.
Oh wow, yeah, Quake.
First-person shooter 3D engine. I think standard for the industry.
I think Doom was the game that got me off of first-person games. That was that was the first real headache-inducing game I played.
Awesome. A game released.
I never played Quake.
A game released in 2006, and of course helped launch a system, Wii Sports.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, probably one of, if not the best-selling games of all time, and I put that in quotes because it came with every system.
It did, but the game itself was amazing to play. It was so simple, but so addictive. I mean, the Wii bowling, game on.
Well, it also taught everybody the new Wii remote, like how to use it.
Correct.
So it was I'm just saying it was very clever of Nintendo to put a pack-in game that gave you the opportunity to play different things and get used to that remote before you started like plowing into other games.
And then finally, a game that was originally released on the Apple II. Later on, we actually saw a copy of it at the Connecticut Game and Anime Convention for the NES. From 1981, a very small publishing company called Surtech put out a legendary game called Wizardry.
Wizardry. That's right. Yeah, we did see that. I didn't see how much it was going for though, because I missed
the price as well. Yeah. So that's it. So those are the finalists.
Who's your
2023?
Who's your shoe-in?
So the absolute shoe-in, GoldenEye. And the reason why I'm saying that over Computer Space is the nostalgia in me.
Yep.
But just gameplay, I mean, GoldenEye in 1997, that got me through college. I mean, the amount of nights
I remember you telling me
that we would play multiplayer. It was ridiculous. Yeah. So for me, it's GoldenEye.
All right, that's
the one I voted on the most, to be honest with you.
Okay, and I gotta go with Computer Space because that's what I said before. That should be a no-brainer.
So again, early May is when the votes will be tallied. And then of course we'll bring you when the inductees are officially announced. We'll go over those as well. But those are your finalists for the 2023 World Video Game Hall of Fame.
Very cool.
So good luck to everybody.
Cool. Good luck to everybody.
Yes.
And I think aside from that, I think we're gonna slide into some retro news.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. All right, let's do it. First, we'll start with a very special retro birthday. Last week we did a special edition, so we didn't cover retro birthday. So this game actually came out 20 years ago last week on March 24th. This is the US release, not the Japanese release, but we're talking about the 20th retro birthday of The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker.
Oh my gosh. And I got to be honest with you, lately I've had such an itch to start that game again.
Did you ever finish it?
No, I barely started it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you.
Yeah.
I remember you talking about how you barely started it.
And I have it.
There's one temple in that game that is so damn hard.
Oh, well, now you're talking me out of it.
It's you got to play through it. It's a fantastic game.
I have the original on GameCube. I have the HD version on the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
So now the question is, which one do I play?
Good question. I don't know.
I'll figure that out.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with the HD version.
Nothing wrong with the HD version, but the original GameCube one. I mean, even because of the cell shading in that game, like it looks just as beautiful on the GameCube to me.
Oh no, of course. Yeah. And that turned me off at first. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first saw that game, I was like, what the hell is this?
A lot of people were worried about it. I remember seeing images of it on and I was worried about it, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know if this is gonna work out, but I trusted Nintendo because Zelda. They, aside from Zelda 2 Adventures of Link, I hadn't played a Zelda game I didn't like.
Well, up until Breath of the Wild, right? Because that game is terrible.
Breath of the Wild, still on the top of the list of one of the best games ever made.
Twilight Princess?
But I have to say, Wind Waker to me was a great surprise with how good it was.
I might have to play it on the Wii U because I don't think I have it on the GameCube. I thought I did.
Oh,
there
interesting.
It is. No, that's Four Swords Adventure.
Oh.
All right. Well, I have
either that or you gotta pick up a copy.
I have Twilight Princess for some reason on GameCube and on Wii U, so I bought that twice.
I think I have Twilight Princess on Wii and GameCube because it was a crossover.
Well, there goes...
No cursing on this show.
There goes Luigi's Mansion. All right, you continue on. I'm just going to double check through my list here.
All right, so happy 20th retro birthday to Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, and now we're going to get into some retro news. Okay. Unsurprisingly, Super Mario Brothers movie. There's this last push for promotions.
Yep.
First one is
real quick side notes. I finally saw a video of the Bowser toy.
And
oh my god, that thing looks amazing.
See, that's why I still need to buy a second one to open, so I can I just want him to sit on my desk like for work. So whenever I get angry, I just want to pick it up and like blow fire in the screen, or fake fire. So Mario movie, obviously we're hurtling towards it. April 5th.
Like the asteroid that just missed us.
Yes. There's an asteroid that misses us like every week.
No, this one was like 100.
I know, it was super close.
Yeah, it was very close.
So some more promotions going on for the Super Mario Brothers movie. One is, if you are an Amazon shopper, you may receive for your next order a question mark box.
Love it.
To help promote the Super Mario Brothers movie, and I want one of these.
Love it. Just keep ordering stuff until one comes in.
Yeah, if you just keep ordering from Amazon, you'll eventually hopefully get a Super Mario Brothers movie question mark box.
Sir, you've returned the last 27 orders you've placed with us,
and send me a 28th one in a yellow box with a question mark on it, please. Thank you. So that's one thing. Another thing that was announced is that Lush is
yes,
and I know you have a story with this. The company Lush is releasing a new bath line based on the Super Mario Brothers movie. You can get a question block bath bomb.
Yes.
There's some type of Mario and Luigi lotion.
Yeah, or like a shower gel or something.
Or shower gel that you can use, and there are a few other items on there. So if you like collecting bath items, or you want to try some bath items that are Mario movie related, you can check out Lush. The bath line dropped this past Friday, March 24th.
So I'm actually on the Lush's website, and right now the Princess Peach shower jelly and the question block gift box. Oh, I would have got that just for the box. Yep. Question block are both out of stock.
Oh, Bowser also has a shower jelly.
Yep. Yeah,
and it smells like ginger and spice.
And everything nice.
Yes. Peaches
All the
jelly.
rest.
Peaches smells like peach and pineapple. Makes sense.
Hey.
Mario smells like fruity cola, and Luigi smells like apples and flowers.
As I would imagine. Well, no, to be fair, I don't imagine Mario smelling like cola, I guess. To me, he should smell like, sewer. But
I mean, yeah. I mean, what does a drain smell like?
be that as may. Hey, can you set me up again with that Bowser shower jelly again? I got another good joke.
Oh, ginger and spice.
Oh, what about like sporty or baby or posh?
Oh,
or maybe even scary?
Go play your lame PlayStation Spice World game.
How dare you? How dare you mock the Spice Girls?
Worst game ever,
sir.
All right.
No, so
these but you had a story about this besides making fun of it.
I can never use these. Now, years ago, a friend of mine, we were in the mall out here on Long Island, and she would shop at Lush often. So she's like, all right, let me stop off at Lush because it's just everything's handmade and everything's old bath bombs or whatever this is.
Of course.
So I'm like, all right, I'll walk in with you. I'll look around.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I walked in, I had such a sneezing fit. I'm like, I'm allergic to something in here.
So you're allergic to being clean.
I would walk out, like I'd go 2 stores down and I'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
I walked back into Lush and like my eyes would water and I just start sneezing just terribly again. I could not stay in the store.
I guess that just makes sense.
And every time I walk by a Lush, like my nose starts to tingle a little bit.
Geez.
It was hysterical how
funny.
I lost it. But I don't know. I guess maybe I'll order the Mario shower gel, I guess.
Yeah.
They also have a
maybe fruity cola is just fitting for you.
They also have a gold coin soap.
Yes.
It's golden honey scented suds.
Yeah, it looks like fun stuff. Unlike the Mario movie toy collection, which I have behind me right now,
yes.
Which by the way is not the complete collection. There are more toys. I will not be buying any of the bath line. So.
For Princess Peach body spray is
I don't want to smell like ginger and spice. I don't want to smell like fruity cola. I definitely don't want to smell like apples and flowers. So
on a side note, the 2-in-1 question block bath bomb has 1 of 6 random soaps inside the question block.
Mm-hmm.
It's either going to be a flower, a mushroom, a coin, or star soap with different scents.
That's kind of cool.
The star soap is the most rare soap.
So if you get it, put it on eBay.
That's the one. But you don't know what's in it until you use it.
Right. Oh, well, then that's weird.
Because you got to use the bath bomb.
Well, good luck.
They have a picture of the question block in the water fizzing away. It looks like Dr. Doom's dip.
Oh, jeez. Oh my God, it's dip. All right, moving on.
All right.
I have another bit of Super Mario Brothers movie news.
More? Okay.
But not the current movie.
Oh.
The original Super Mario
Brothers
good one? Movie.
Okay.
So the original Super Mario Brothers movie is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year, coincidentally.
As it should. What a classic.
What do you mean as it should? It's been around for 30 years. That's just what it is.
I'm saying it should be celebrated, not forgotten.
Anyway, so the 1993 movie starring Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo is celebrating its 30th anniversary, and I don't know who's doing this. I'll find out in a second.
I'm guessing not Bob Hoskins.
No. The folks behind the web series, which I haven't heard of this web series. We should probably check it out. SMB Inside the Pipe. I guess they might have talked about the movie on this, but they're behind an 30th anniversary exhibit for the Super Mario Brothers movie at the National Video Game Museum in Frisco, Texas.
Wait a minute. I thought museum. Okay, the Hall of Fame is in Rochester.
No, there's a National Video Game Museum in Frisco, Texas.
Texas.
And they will have a Super Mario Brothers 30th anniversary exhibit. It started actually, I think last Friday, March 24th.
I'm in. Let's go.
It will feature props from the film, as well as other behind-the-scenes information.
Here are the curse words Bob Hoskins did not use when explaining working here.
Yes. So anybody who is in the vicinity of Frisco, Texas, and loves the Super Mario Brothers movie from 30 years ago, which I'm sure are very few. You can go check out the exhibit at the National Video Game Museum.
Very
Okay.
cool.
Moving on to other news. And I only have a few other bits. Atari was making news this week because Atari has announced that it is acquiring Night Dive Studios.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know Night Dive Studios, they were behind a bunch of recent remasters for games, including System Shock, Doom 64, and Quake. Recent,
there you go.
recent
All right.
Video Game Hall of Fame and
finalist.
Candidate, finalist, whatever. So I guess maybe what they did is they abandoned the VCS and then took the money they were pouring into that to buy this company. So Atari just finding ways to survive and thrive.
I love my VCS.
What?
I love my VCS.
Okay. Here's a bit of news that random news, something I don't think anybody would ever expect. If you remember, in the 1990s, there was a very short-lived cartoon called Toxic Crusaders.
Oh my God, I love that. Yes.
Okay. Right? You love Toxic Crusaders.
Based on a very rated R movie, yes.
Right. So Toxic Crusaders was a 13-episode cartoon.
That's it.
That's it. It only made 13 episodes. But it was recently announced that somebody is making a Toxic Crusaders beat-em-up game similar to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Oh my God, I am in. Where is this? Is it on Kickstarter? Is it a remake of the NES game?
I have no idea. No, it's gonna play similarly to Shredder's Revenge. That's all it says. It promises 7 playable characters from the cartoon, all brought to life with neon pixel art, as well as 4-player co-op action and voice acting.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
get me some Lloyd Kaufman.
So there you go. You get a Toxic Crusaders game, retro beat 'em up game.
Trauma.
Got to give it to Trauma. You know,
a friend of mine actually has been in a couple Trauma movies.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Friend, acquaintance, someone I ran into while podcasting.
Okay.
Me and Frank know her.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. So since you were just talking about trauma, here's something I can bring up that's a little traumatic. that was recently, and I sent you this link. I sent you, Jack, and Rich this link earlier this week. But something randomly just showed up on the internet that Super Mario 64 was made into a manga. You know, which is
yes. I remember this link.
Yeah. So, but in a very, very odd and depressing thing, Super Mario 64 manga offers an explanation for the 1-up mushroom.
Very weird.
And basically what it's implying is 1-up mushrooms in Mario games are actually grown out of the body of the previously dead Marios. So basically the Marios who have died in the game previously, the 1-up mushroom grows out of their dead bodies.
That is some wild stuff.
My question to that is, like, Nintendo's usually on top of these things. You know, they have 100% complete control over everything story-wise that comes out. I don't know what would make them be like, yeah, this is okay.
It's like you said, it's a manga. Like, there's like no rules in a manga.
Yeah, but even still, like they are, you know, they have final right. They have final rights over all of these things. I just find it really weird. But anyway, it's kind of interesting when you think about it. But like,
very.
But like now I want a thing where, like, when you find a 1-up mushroom, I want now the ability to dig to see the dead Mario. Let's just go all the way with it. Yeah, let's just go all the way with it. Look what I found.
Don't forget, in the very first manual of Super Mario Brothers says that Bowser came in and turned all the toads into bricks. Right. So every time you smash a brick in Super Mario Brothers, you are killing a toad.
Yep.
So there should be 1-ups all over the place.
Yeah,
at that point,
it's just crazy.
If it's not just Mario's.
Yeah, crazy.
Will that be in the movie?
Oh, that could be fun. Right? Oh man. All right. Two other pieces of news. Sonic Origins came out last year, right?
Oh, yes. I saw this. I'm so excited.
So Sonic Origins came out last year on Sonic's birthday to celebrate the 30th anniversary, 35th anniversary, 30th
No, it was like
anniversary.
31 or 32.
Yeah,
or
it was like 30
yeah.
or 31, whatever
Yeah.
it was. But now this year for Sonic's birthday, we're getting Sonic Origins Plus.
Yes.
So they've beefed up the Sonic Origins
did
game.
they ever?
One thing they're doing is they're adding characters to games. So
Yep.
Amy Rose, right? Who was her first game Sonic Adventure?
I want to say yes, but
So do
as
I. I'm not
say
100%
that,
sure. But anyway,
I'm already envisioning
right.
someone texting me saying,
right.
"No, you're wrong, you idiot."
That's
So,
why I pose it in a question instead of saying it outright, so I'm not
smart.
wrong. I'm more
Smart
asking.
move. Oh, look at you. Yeah,
You will just automatically be like, "Oh yeah, absolutely, it totally was."
I would like to go on
and then you
record
get
saying I'm
corrected.
usually not the one that's always being corrected.
So anyway, in Sonic Origins Plus now, Amy will be a playable character in Sonic 1, 2, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
All of them. And CD.
Yep. Oh, and Sonic CD. I'm sorry.
Yep.
And then Knuckles is going to be playable in Sonic CD.
Yep.
That's interesting. And then on top of that, they are adding 12 Sonic Game Gear titles.
This is awesome. Also, I've already bought like 5 of them on a 3DS.
Yep.
Not recently though.
Yes.
But no, these 12, I only get the list in front of you.
I have the list in front of me.
Just blow right through them.
Yep. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Sonic Blast, Sonic Chaos, Sonic Drift 1 and 2, Sonic Labyrinth, Sonic Spinball, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble, Tails Adventure, and Tails Sky Patrol.
I think I've played all of them but Tails Sky Patrol.
Well, you're going to get your chance.
Yeah. No, those Game Gear games are great.
Yeah.
Great games.
And what was I just going to say? I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh, so Sonic Origins Plus is going to be coming out as a physical copy. $39.99. The digital copy will be the same price, which I still think should be cheaper because it's not a physical copy. But
true.
If you already bought Sonic Origins, this is the question I would immediately say, because I didn't buy Sonic Origins yet. If you already bought Sonic Origins last year, you can upgrade it with an expansion pack purchase for $10.
Yes, because I'm starting to think Sonic Origins Original was $30.
Yeah. So for the extra $10, you get all the extra pieces.
Which
so
fine by me, well
version.
worth it.
Yeah. So for me, I'm just gonna at this point, since I didn't buy the original one,
you might as well wait.
I'll just wait till June and get the physical copy. Yep. So really, really cool. I thought that was a bit of great news. And then the last bit of news I want to share, which is also Sega related. We had mentioned this recently. Sega did a poll back in October.
Yes.
About what mini you want to see next.
Forgot about this. Okay.
They on Friday, March 24th, they did a live stream to announce which mini won the contest. Now, the percentages to me don't make any sense.
This one was 112%.
Well, no, because here I'll tell you exactly how it came in. So third place, right? Third place on the list was a third Mega Drive Mini with 69%. I don't know how this works. I don't know.
Are percentages done differently in Japan?
They must for these. Or maybe it was like a yes no type of thing.
Maybe
like 69, like
69%
of people said yes to a Mega Drive Mini.
I gotcha.
In second place with 79% was the Sega Dreamcast. And number one at 88% was the Sega Saturn. So the Sega, so the Sega Saturn is the most, and you know what? I'll tell you why I think it makes sense. I think because the Sega Saturn was probably one of the lowest selling consoles they had. I just think people don't have access to those games.
But to be fair, Saturn didn't have a lot of good original games.
Hold on. Saturn in the US didn't. This was a Japanese poll.
That's true. You're right. You're right. That's fair.
Japan only. So they voted for the Sega Saturn. So if Sega's going to honor the poll, then the Sega Saturn Mini is what we're going to be getting next.
Well, what they're going to be getting, I don't know about us.
What they're going to be getting and what we're going to be ordering.
I can see, I can see a Genesis Mini 3. There's still a lot of games out there that they can throw onto a Mini 3. So,
Oh, did you come back to finish the show?
And with the appearance of snow.
That is the end of retro news.
So just one more thing I want to throw out real quick. This is mostly for those on YouTube who can see to the, I don't know, whatever side this is, because this is mirrored right now. Along my window, I've purchased, again, I'm telling you, man, go visit Bitter Kitten Gaming on Etsy. Her stuff is phenomenal.
I have a bitter kitten right here. She wants treats.
You do. I mean, I ordered the hangers for the minis. They're on one side of me, and what these are here are just simple tabs that you stick on the wall. They just stick. They don't even get drilled. Awesome. Stick on the wall that you can display NES cartridges. And my 3 NES cartridges I have signed. This is the Kittner boy.
Yep.
Jaws. Then I have Richard Dreyfuss. I was in Jaws. Signature, and Harry Water Jr., who played is your cousin Marvin Barry from Back to the Future. And they sit so nice, and I love the way they look. So
they do
shout out again, Etsy, Bitter Kitten Gaming. Check her out. So very cool.
I was just gonna say, that if you buy enough of those, you can just create a wallpaper.
I got news for you. I'm dying to find one for a box. I got you want to talk about bitter? When I got my Hollywood Squares signed by John Davidson.
Oh yeah.
And he was just a miserable human being. But that's in box. So I have to display the box. And then I got 2 Atari games signed. Nice. One by Karen Allen, Indiana Jones.
Yep.
That I have. And then Krull on Atari I've signed by the guys from Rift Tracks. Because they did Krull that year. And I'd like to I mean, I have them in a good spot, but I can hang them there. But in any event, I'm going to promote her again. It's free promotion. I'm not getting any kickback or nothing. I just really enjoy her work. So definitely check her out on Etsy. And with that, we'll wrap it up because the cat is getting very impatient. Sorry, it's chewing the wires on Anthony's microphone.
She definitely is. You want treats? You get treats now.
Well,
before I give her treats, you can find us on Facebook.com/RetroGamersPodcast, on Instagram @RetroGamersPodcast, on Twitter @RetroGamersPod. You can listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts. You can watch us on YouTube @RetroGamersPodcast, or you can email us at email@theretrogamers.com. And don't forget to like and subscribe, leave us a good review, do all that cool stuff.
Thumbs up. Where's my camera? Thumbs up. Get that not analog algorithm going. So with that, and enjoy your week.
You enjoy your week as well. Oh, and one really quick.
What?
A very happy retro birthday to you, because this is your birthday week.
Yes, it is. Thank you very much. And I'm getting more and more retro as the days go on, not even the years.
Well, just remember, I will always be more retro than you, because I'm old.
That is very true. No, thank you very much. Yes, my birthday on the 30th. Oh, and also I'm just going to throw it out there, folks. If you want to join me, April 5th, I already got my ticket for the Super Mario Brothers movie. So if you're on Long Island, and if you're in Westbury, and you want to go visit the Westbury theater over there by the Westbury Music Fair, I'm going to the 6 p.m. showing. Come join me. I'm not paying for your ticket, but I'm sitting in the back corner seat. I always sit in the back corner movie theater. I don't know why. So join me there. I'm going to miss you next week, but I'll be back in 2 weeks. So, Ant, why don't you give the going away, since I'm not going to be here next week?
Okay, Larry. Well, since you're not going to be here, I will see you next week on the Retro Gamers Podcast.